Hello boss babes and bosses out there. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how to properly and smoothly offboard clients. Yes, tama kayo sa narinig nyo. Kung gaano ka-importante ang pag-onboard ng client, ganoon din ka-importante ang pag-offboard ng client. So, maybe you're asking, what is offboarding, Sui? So, basically, ang meaning ng offboarding is that ito yung process ng formal separation nyo with the client. This is very essential because dito may i-ensure na walang loose ends between you and the client. When you don't work together anymore, walang hurt feelings, yung ganun. Good kayo na nag-end yung contract. All your work responsibilities na transfer na sa kanya, yung mga password na transfer na sa kanya, and na-send mo na yung last report na bayadan ka din sa last payment, yung mga ganun. This will ensure that everything is good before kayo mag-separate ni client. I think I really need to share this with you guys as much as I share with you how to onboard client, because sa freelance talaga hindi mo maiiwasan mag-offboard ng client. Like, it's really normal. It's really normal na mag-onboard and mag-offboard ng client. Like, tapos na, I'm done doing business with you. Hindi talaga maiiwasan. So, you have to prepare yourself to offboard clients if needed talaga. Merong offboarding na ikaw yung nag-end ng contract because you don't want to work with that client anymore for maybe some practical reasons. Maybe your time, or maybe hindi mo na scope yung pinapatrabaho niya, yung ganun. Or maybe yung client talaga yung nag-end ng contract. Maybe also because of practical reasons din sa side niya. Kahit sa anong ways kayo mag-end ng contract, you can do this process. Kasi ganito yung ways na yung previous client mo magiging future client mo pa din if you like it. If you like it. So, yeah, let's dive in. So the first step that you are going to do if you are going to offboard a client is to do an offboarding call. Sa call na yan, ang matatopic niyo first is make sure it's clear for the both of you na you are going to end na the contract and hindi ka na magbibigay ng mga services sa kanya. So, state mo din yung mga services na hindi mo na maibibigay sa kung anong time frame. Like for example, ito yung mga services ko na ino-offer sa'yo monthly or hindi ko na magagawa starting at the end of March. It should be very clear kung kailan mag-e-end and kung ano yung mga services na hindi na niya maa-avail. The second topic na dapat niyong ma-discuss is dapat i-celebrate niyo din yung mga nagawa niyo together or na-work niyo together. Ano yung mga achievements and milestones niyo and ano yung impact ng services mo sa business niya. You have to highlight that. Okay? So, ang pangatlo na dapat niyong ma-discuss is to make sure that the client has everything they need. For example, meron ba siyang mga resources na need niya, login details na need niya, meron ba siyang dapat malaman with regards to your processes and all. Make sure na wala na siyang kakailanganan after you offboard them. This is also the best time that you can remind the client what are the services that he can offer to them, maybe sa future needs nila sa business nila. Aside from that, don't ever forget this. Ask for testimonial or review or feedback from your client. Kung ano ba yung masasabi nila sa services mo, and ano yung feedback nila sa quality ng work mo, yung mga ganon. And ask them if they can create kahit very short video lang na feedback nila sa business mo and recommendation para masali mo siya sa marketing. And please say that your client na, hey, gagamitin ko to as part of my marketing. That's why I ask if you can create one, yung ganon. Basically, yun yung importante na ma-discuss niyo during the offboarding call. So the next step would be sending your client's offboarding kit. Maraming nakapaloob sa offboarding packet. So I think mas maintindihan nyo if I'm going to share our offboarding packet ng BossedUp PH. This is for sale, but we can give you a discount if you are part of BossedUp PH fan. Just send this code sa Facebook page namin so that we can give you the discounted price ng digital product na to na offboarding packet. And I'm gonna share with you ano yung yung dapat nasa laman ng offboarding packet or offboarding kit so that you can create your own if you don't like buying. Super dali lang niyang gawin. You can create it on your own. I would highly recommend you, if you are already good in using Canva, you can create something like this. And I'm just going to give you what are the pages that are needed for the offboarding kit, okay? So I'm just gonna share my screen so that you can have an idea then kung paano nyo gawin yung sa inyo. Check this out. So what you can see now is the BossedUp PH Offboarding Kit template. So basically, 10 pages to siya. And then, this template is so easy to use. Click ko lang to. You can easily edit this text, change the colors, change the photos here. You can also resize it based sa kung ano yung gusto mong kalaki. You can also add more elements, add more text. You can move the positioning of all the elements. Basically, you can customize it talaga sa gusto mo na branding or style. I will go through each of the pages para makita nyo kung ano yung nasa loob ng pages. Here, ito yung cover page natin, page 1, Client Offboarding Kit. You can also put here the name of the client's business. Then you can also change the photo, kung ano yung mas pasok sa branding nila. And then, you can put your logo here, and then your own favorite quote, and then your site. Sa second page natin is the table of contents. This is the guide para makita ni client kung ano yung nasa loob ng offboarding kit or offboarding packet nyo. Pwede nyong i-link tong mga numbers or itong mga text dito. Like for example, this one, ito nakalink siya, ito hindi. So basically, if you're going to link this one, click mo lang to, the 3 dots, and then merong link here. So here, pwede natin ibaba dito sa page number 4 siya, project summary. Okay, link natin tong project summary and then done. So, ganun lang. Easy lang siya pag-link if you want. But kung hindi nyo na-link, it's okay then. And then here, don't forget to change the site name. For the third page, ito yung thank you note. Pwede na tong wala, but I would highly recommend you guys include this thank you note para hindi na kayo magbigay ng another thank you card pa kay client. So, isalin nyo na lang siya sa offboarding kit nyo. Here, thank you, and then the client's name. And then, here yung photo niya. And then, it was a great time working with you, the client's name. And then, share your good experiences working with them and your additional personal message. And then, yung mga links niya dito, social media and all. Here naman, ito yung project summary. This is the 4th page natin. And then, the project name, you can put here social media management for anong company or anong brand. Yan. The duration of the time na nag-work kayo together, the start date, and then the end date. The objective also is here. Please do state it here, yung objectives. Yung nag-meeting kayo, pag on-board nyo, yung goal nyo sa business nila, you can put it here. And then, deliverables, submitted ba or to follow, na-deliver na ba lahat, or meron pang mga to follow. For the invoices as well, you can also indicate here kung all paid na ba or meron pang mga pending invoices. For the status then, if it's completed or meron pang need na i-deliver kay client. And then don't forget to change the site name again. For the 5th page sa template natin, ito yung project milestone. I really love this part here because parang you are highlighting kung ano yung progress or milestone or achievement nyo together sa business niya. This is just purely an example ha. You can always customize it based sa kung ano talaga yung goal nyo ni client together. So for example, this one is yung nag-start kayo hindi pa na-optimize yung profile ni client. Dito, ito yung parang result. Kayo yung nag-achieve niyan. So, ito, in-optimize nyo yung profile niya and then you already got an inbound leads. Meron na kayong mga hot leads from the optimized profile. And then, for the growth naman, maybe before, meron lang siyang, let's say, 10 followers. Pero nung ikaw na nag-handle, umabot na ng 1,000 followers, yung ganun. And then here, other things pa. You can also add more elements if you want para kung mas marami pa kayong na-achieve together, you can always add it. Or you can basically just duplicate the page if marami talaga kayong mga milestone na na-achieve together. Okay? So, I will just delete this one. By the way, make sure if you are adding pages pala, don't forget to adjust the table of contents natin. Okay, so let's proceed for the page 6. This is the visual digital folder where you will give an easy access for the clients para sa mga files na need mo na ibalik sa kanya or need na meron siyang access. Example, ito yung mga ginawa mo, deliverable A, B, and so on. Kung ano pa yung mga files na need mo ma-turn over kay client. This one, you can put a link here by clicking the 3 dots. And then merong link button, and then pwede mong ilagay yung link. And then this one here, for me, this is very important that you will include this, especially for the frequently asked file. Dapat meron kayong mga process documents, yung mga standard operating process na ginagawa nyo for the client. And then, ito yung mga related tutorials, resources, and links that they can watch or they can follow if ever may need sila na i-change sa mga work mo before or whatsoever. I would highly recommend that you are going to include this one para mas efficient yung time ni client, and then hindi kayo always na mababag just to check kung paano mo siya ma-help sa pag-troubleshoot niya. Okay? So, yeah. Let's proceed na sa page 7. This is the login info. Okay. Especially if you are a social media manager, marami ka talagang hinahandle ng mga login credentials ni client. So, make sure that you are going to put everything here, the software or tool name, username, the password, and then maglagay kayo ng check. Encourage them to change it after na ma-turn over lahat para wala na talaga kayong access sa mga tools and softwares nila, and kung merong mga hindi okay na nangyari, hindi kayo mapagbintangan. This is so important na step. So, don't forget this one. Every time na meron na silang ma-change na password, ask them to check it para ma-make sure nila na lahat ng meron kang login details na change nila yung password. Okay? This one as well, don't forget to change the site name. So, for page 8, service review lang. Hihingi ka ng feedback kung ano yung experience nila working with you. Pwedeng feedback sheet, put your Google form sheet here to make sure it's clickable, or the testimonial. They can upload a video testimonial para magamit mo sa marketing mo. And then also the recommendation sa Facebook page, sa LinkedIn. Make sure na clickable siya or visible siya sa mga followers nyo. So, yeah, you can put this one and make sure na merong checkbox para lahat magawa ni client. The more kasi parang may checkbox or tickbox yung nilalagay mo, parang lahat sila parang need nila i-gawin, di ba? So, ayan. This one as well, the referral programs. I highly recommend this, that you offer this to your client. Kasi, referral programs can help you generate more leads. So, for example program 1, sign a friend, and then get kung ilang percent ang kaya mong maibigay kay client as a sign-up commission, diba? Or maybe program 2, sign a friend, mag-recommend sila ng friend, and then get ilang percentage yung kaya mong maibigay na discount para sa next billing nila. Or program 3, mag-refer sila ng friend and get service or product na i-freebie mo na. They don't need to pay it anymore. Yung ganun. So these are just samples of the referral programs that you can offer to your client. When you are going to pitch this to your client, make sure na i-ano mo siya sa feedback and testimonials or recommendations na gagawin nila para they would be interested to do the review para sa business mo. So, ayan. Here naman, this is the last page, but you can add more if you want. Pero, ito lang yung feeling namin need talaga na masali sa offboarding kit. So, this is the last page, the CTA, and then the upsell. So, nakastate dito, if you need help again, meaning if you want to work with me again, I'm just a social media away. So, meaning if you need my services, just contact me. Yung ganun. You can put a summarized version here sa mga services na pwede mong ma-offer kay client in the future. And then parang ma-remind lang sila na, okay, meron din pala siyang service na mga ganito. Siguro by the end of this year, I will be needing this. So, parang ma-remind lang sila ba kung ano yung mga services pa na ino-offer mo. And then, of course, put all your contact details here. And then, your name and kung ano yung role mo sa business nila or ano yung service na ginawa mo sa business nila. So yeah, I guess that's that, and I hope this is clear. Again, I would highly recommend you to create your own offboarding kit. But if you want something na already made na and you will just edit the text and colors, message us on our Facebook page. Okay, so those are the 10 pages that you need to have sa offboarding kit nyo. First, cover page. Second, kit page guide. It's good to have this one para hindi maguluhan yung client nyo. But it's up to you if you like to have parang table of contents. A thank you note, project summary, project milestone, documents and files, tools and credentials, service review, referral program, and contact lists. Yun yung 10 pages na nasa offboarding kit ng BUPPH. If you want to avail that one and you don't want to create your own offboarding kit, you can always message us sa Facebook page namin. Use this code here para maka-avail kayo sa discounted price. And we will also give you a promo bundle kasi kung merong offboarding, meron ding onboarding, right? So, yung dalawa, offboarding kit and onboarding kit, we will give you a discounted price for that if you're going to buy it in a bundle. So, what are you waiting for? Just message us. Pero I would highly encourage you then to practice your graphic skills sa Canva kasi Canva is very, very easy to use, guys, especially for newbies sa graphic designing. You can create an account sa Canva. You can use the link below. Meron akong nilagay dyan. And if you want more tutorials about sa Canva, you can also join the Canva Facebook group. I will also link it below. So, yeah, that's the second step. Sending your offboarding packet kay client. So, the third step is to send your invoice. Kung meron pa kayong pang-last na invoice na hindi pa niya nabayaran, make sure to send that one to your client. And this is just optional kung hindi nyo sinali yung thank you message sa kit nyo. You can also send a different thank you card. Meron ding iba akong kilala na ang ginagawa nila, nagbibigay sila ng kit na mga remembrance kay client. They just ordered it sa Amazon, sa Etsy, tapos pinapadala nila sa client nila. It depends din kasi sa location ni client. I'm just giving you an idea kung ano pa yung pwedeng options instead of giving thank you cards, yung ganun. Pero ang super madali na gawin is just include your thank you message sa offboarding packet nyo. And then the other thing that I would highly suggest that you do this, kasi medyo konti lang yung nakikita ko na ginagawa to. If nag-offboard sila ng client, they will promote the client's business. But take note of this. If you're going to do that, always ask your client if they are comfortable. Kasi some of the companies or some of the clients, ayun na lang ma-feature sila somewhere. Gusto nila na private lang yung pag-work together. So always ask if it's okay with the client na i-share or promote mo yung business nila, or parang just a shout out lang as naging client ko to, yung ganun. Yung parang you are very grateful na naging client mo sila. I think that's a good move, and I also do that para sa stories ko ginagawa. Especially if alam ko na parang malaki yung effort ko sa client na to, or malaki yung responsibilities ko sa client na to. Nakaka-happy din. Mapaproud ka din, di ba? So, yeah, you can do that. And the last one that you should make sure sa offboarding is to always stay in touch with your client. Kahit hindi na kayo nag-work together, kung meron kang time, catch up or, message, how are you, yung ganun. If meron silang questions with regards to mga processes na hindi nila alam, make sure to always respond to them pa rin kahit hindi na sila client. And ito yung tip ko, isalin nyo sa pocket nyo yung mga processes na ginagawa nyo or mga resources that will help them troubleshoot problems without you. Hindi sila nag-keep bugging sa'yo para lang magpa-help na, hey, I don't know how to upload a blog. I think there's a problem in uploading a feature image, yung mga ganun. If you can provide the resources on how to fix that, then that would be good for both of you. Like, more on good for you talaga as a freelancer. Kasi aside from maintaining a good relationship with that client, hindi ka pa always nababag ng mga small technical problems nila sa businesses nila, diba? So, yeah, I hope that's clear with you kung bakit necessary necessary na may proper offboarding with the client. I hope clear din yung process kung ano yung gagawin kung mag-offboard ng client. And yeah, again, if you like the pre-made na offboarding kit, you can use this code here. Send mo lang sa Facebook page namin. And if you would also like to avail the promo bundle, you can also use this code here. Send it to Facebook page din namin. And yeah, if you like this kind of video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. And if you have further questions pa with regards to freelancing, feel free to comment it sa comment box below. And yeah, join our Facebook group. I'm ready to boss up 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐤, and don't forget to like our page at BossedUp PH. Follow us on our Instagram account at 𝐏𝐸𝐴𝐤 and at BossedUp PH. So yeah, hope to see you guys on my next one. Bye!